Many schools in Australia have become a nut-free zone, which means mums and dads have to become a little bit creative in the kitchen to make different types of snacks. So I'm going to show you how to make beautiful little patty cakes using lots of different dried fruits and seeds instead of nuts to get a fantastic result. So I need 3 eggs to start with. I'm just going to break them in our bowl first and straight into our mixer along with half a cup of caster sugar. So we want to cream this until it's really light and fluffy and to also aerate it. So we'll give that around 3 minutes. And while that's happening, we can get our other bits and pieces organised. So what I've got here is a little bit of orange and lemon, and I just want the zest here. So we want to grate that off. And our lemon. Okay, all the zest is done. Let's have a look at these eggs. They have almost doubled in size, and look at that colour. It's changed, it's pale and it's thick. So now it's time to add our flour. So really easy measurements. I just need 1 cup of flour, and I'm using a biscuit, cake and pastry flour here, so I'm not going to sift it. But using any other plain flour, you just want to make sure that you give it just a really quick sieve. So that's half a cup and another half, in that goes. And I can now add all of my zest, making sure we don't leave any of that because that's going to give it a wonderful citrus flavour. We'll pop our whisk element back on again and give that another whisk until it's just combined. Perfect. I've also got a little bit of honey here. I love the flavour of the honey, so I've got 1 tablespoon, and that can also go in right now. And we'll leave that to mix just for a few seconds. It's looking really good, so we can turn it off now. Look at that glossy batter there. We'll take that off the mixer now, and we can add all our remaining ingredients. I've got 100 grams of melted butter. I've allowed that to cool slightly because I don't want it to start cooking those eggs. So we can fold that in really gently until it's well combined. This batter is actually very similar to a Madeleine batter, so it's really soft and moist when they come out of the oven. And the beautiful thing is they only take 10 minutes to cook. All right, that's looking good. Now it's time to be creative, and you can add whatever you like to this. So 1/4 cup of seeds. I love the seeds. It gives it a really great crunch. We'll just measure them out. This mix is great because it's got sunflower kernels and pepitas, and I love linseed, so another 1/4 cup of these in here. They're also called flax seeds. Okay, so they'll give that beautiful little speckle throughout the little cakes. Also for some sweetness here, I've got some pineapple, so some dried pineapple. Again, all the same quantities, 1/4 cup of that. And I've got some diced dried apricots here. And all we do is give that a really good mix so it's all combined nicely. Now this mix is ready to go into the pan, and I've got a patty cake pan, but you could use whatever you like. A mini cupcake tin will also work. These are great because they'll only take 10 minutes to cook many little cakes, which is the perfect size for the lunchbox. So I'm using a soup spoon here. I find it's the easiest way to fill these. Don't fill them up too much because they will overflow, so 3/4 of the way. I've also preheated my oven to 200 degrees. These are going to be ready in 10 minutes. Our beautiful little patty cakes have come out, or what I really like to call these as lunchbox bites, because these are going to keep the kiddies full for much longer. I'm just going to put them in a little bowl like this, and I think this last little one has my name on it. I'm gonna have a little taste. Oh, they are so good. What I love about them is they're really moist. You can taste all those beautiful dried fruits that we've added, a little crunch from those seeds. These are the perfect little lunchbox bite for the kiddies.